Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here. Tonight I'm going to play some more Standard on Arena, and I'm playing an Abzan list that's very interactive, utilizing Pixies and Beetles. What do I mean by that? Let's take a look. So we are an Abzan mid-range control deck, and the idea behind this deck is we're going to interact with our opponent a lot. We're going to make them discard cards. We're going to remove their permanents, but we're going to do it with creatures that have powerful into the battlefield effects, so that as we interact with our opponent, we are also building a board of threats that we will use to beat our opponents down. So for the discard angle, we have our Deep Cavern Bats, of course. You're probably sick of this creature. I know I am. They're really annoying, but they are a very good creature for this sort of strategy. And we have 3 of Stalker Warlock, which is a 2/2 menace that if our opponent has lost life previously in the turn, we get to Thoughtseize them. Otherwise, they just discard a card blindly. We're going to kill their creatures with Gatekeepers of Malakir. That can make them sack a creature if we kick this, and with Big Shieldred, which makes them sack a non-token creature or planeswalker when it enters. And we're going to destroy their artifacts and enchantments. Very important to do in this format. With Lorn of the Third Path Reclamation Sage, Tranquil Frillback can also exile their graveyards and gain us life if we're in a pinch. The thing about all this stuff is, of course, these are all keyed on into the battlefield abilities, which means that we can incorporate some ETB synergy a la, the Pixie decks into our strategy as well. In fact, we have the 4 of Nurturing Pixie. We have the 3 of Hopeless Nightmare, which is, a good combo with the Pixie. And we are running the brand new Debris Beetle, which is like a better Siege Rhino. It's easier to cast than Siege Rhino. It's bigger than Siege Rhino. It's a vehicle that does require crewing, but almost all of our creatures can crew it. The Pixies will be a 2/2 by the time they enter, because we will always be bouncing something so that we can recast it. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just actually just better than Siege Rhino, but it is also something that we can pick up with our Pixies, bounce again to get that into the battlefield trigger where it drains our opponents for 3. And yeah, that's pretty much the basic strategy. We also have a 1 of Charming Prince, which can bounce only our creatures. It can't bounce our Hopeless Nightmare or our Beetles, but it can bounce, our Warlocks and our Gatekeepers, or our artifact destroying creatures to just let us interact with our opponent again. And the rest of the deck is just kind of supporting this strategy. We've got a 3 of Intrepid Paleontologist, which for color reasons, we can't really run Llanowar Elves in this deck. The Paleontologist, however, does have some upside. It can tap for any color of mana, which is great for our 3-color deck. For 2 mana, it can just exile a card from a graveyard, and theoretically, it can allow us to recast our Tranquil Frillbacks when they die, which is kind of cool, actually. And then we have a little bit of a supplementary removal in the form of 2 Terra Sunders, 1 Legion to Ashes, and then we have 2 of Vivian Reed as basically our only card draw / selection piece, which is a little concerning, but I have a feeling between that and our Surveillance and Hopeless Nightmares scrying for us when we sack them, we should be able to find the pieces we need when we need them. There are 24 lands in the deck. The only tech we have really is a couple of Restless Cottages, only a 1 of Demolition Field, because, we do have crazy color requirements. We want to have our Malakir mana available on turn 3, but we also may want to play a Hopeless Nightmare and bounce it on turn 1 and 2, or do something green somewhere in there. So our color requirements are really crazy for this deck. This deck really needs filter lands, but unfortunately those aren't legal in Standard. 24 lands, 2 Restless Cottages, only 1 Demolition Field. And that's basically the plan. We're going to build a board, interact as we build a board, beat down with our little beaters, close out the game with our giant Debris Beetles, between their drains being flickered by our Pixies and their giant attacks as 6/6 Tramplers. We should be able to win games that way. The sideboard includes 3 Authority of the Council and 2 Anoint with Affliction against the aggro matchups, because the deck is quite slow. We've got a 2 of Duress for additional hate against combos and control. We've got a 1 of Rest in Peace, as well as our 3rd Tranquil Frillback we can bring in against graveyard decks. We've got Terra Center number 3 that will board again against artifact and enchantment heavy decks. 2 of Maelstrom Pulse is there against really go wide decks. Token decks, especially, that want to rabbit decks that create huge swarms of rabbits. We can just one Maelstrom Pulse wipe out all of those tokens. And then a 3 of Obstinate Baloth will board against aggro and against decks that want to make us discard with Hopeless Nightmares or Shield or Lilianas. So that is the plan, and it's a very weird brew. I've made a lot of changes to it at the last minute here prior to streaming, but we'll see if we can get some wins. I think there's some potential there. The mana is really the only thing that really is the thing that concerns me the most. because our color requirements are really crazy. So if our lands cooperate with us, we could have a good time. If not, we might have a few matches where we just don't really do much. But I'm hopeful. This is a good starting point for the strategy. I think the strategy is sound. So let's see how we can do in Platinum tier. If you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Pork Chop Willie is our opponent. We'll be on the play. And our hand looks pretty good. We've got our colors. We can actually kick our Gatekeeper on turn 3, so we'll keep. A Pixie. Pixie will be good with our Gatekeeper. Because if we... Yeah, we'll be able to play the Gatekeeper twice and kick it. Okay. So this is like an aristocrat-y type deck. Bats. Healer's Hawk. Okay, let's go ahead and just kick this Gatekeeper. You sack a creature. And I think I'll just bounce my Gatekeeper right now for meta efficiency purposes. And I'll get up a 2/2 flyer. Leonin Vanguard. A Johnny's Pridemates. Block. Trigger. Alright, we find a Frillback. So I believe we're just going to kick our Gatekeeper. Make you sack. And I think pass. I think we're just gonna take this. We'll just take 6. Hey, there's the Beetle. I could just play Shieldred. Yeah, let's play Shieldred. Sack something. If I'm not gonna chump with this Gatekeeper, I should attack with it, right? No attacks. I think I am gonna block with it this turn. Cat Collector. Alright, opponent does not attack. So let's go Frillback, double kicked. Green, whatever. Frillback. Let's destroy an artifact and gain life. No attack. This is an angel. We'll block the 2/2. Okay, let's play our Beetle. Drain you. Pass. Actually, I'll just play another Paleontologist because I can. More Johnny's Pride mates. Okay. Let us crew. And we'll block like this. I guess we'll block like this in case they have some kind of combat trick. Hey, it's another Beetle. I think I'll attack with Shieldred. If they want to trade a bunch of creatures for it, that's fine. Play another Beetle. Ghostly Dancers. Return an enchantment from your graveyard to your hand or unlock a locked room. Which they don't have. Alright, I think we're gonna make a big attack here. Through that. Is this an artifact or enchantment? No, it's not. Let's attack like so. And we'll play just a 2/2, I guess. Doesn't do anything. Definitely blocking like this. And I'll block this Angel. Now I can get back my Frillback, and opponent scoops it up. Okay. That's how it's supposed to play out. So let's go Authority. Let's go Anoint. Maelstrom Pulses. Do I want Obstinate Baloths? Probably. For aggro, let's cut a Vivian. Cut a Beetle. Cuts. We like flying creatures. Gonna have to go down on the discard angle a bit. Actually, the bats are good, but the warlocks I can probably cut. Probably want Frillback number 3. Just for the life gain. Cut Paleontologist. And I'll go down to 2 bats. Cut 1 Pixie. And like Reclamation Sage. Lauren, I don't think do very much. I think I'd rather have probably my 4th Beetle. Do we have enough creatures to crew stuff now? I think we do. We have authority, but we have no white mana. And our hand is otherwise not really good against aggro. I'm gonna have to mulligan this. Alright, we have Anoint with Affliction. So I'm gonna keep this. Probably bottoming Plains. All these other cards are gonna be really good. We'll find some more lands. Authority's good. Would have been nice to have that on turn 1 instead of turn 2 on the draw. Essence Channeler. Fortunately, we have this Anoint with Affliction. Lumen Marsh. The Healer's Hawk is pretty annoying. I think I will play a Pixie to block it. Alright, we'll anoint this thing. Take 4. Portico. Blooming Marsh. I think we really want a Blooming Marsh. We need like more Malakir or Maelstrom Pulses. Statue. Pride Mate. Collector, Ghostly Dancers. Guess we're taking the Pride Mate. So I guess I'll block one of these hawks, take a bunch. Yeah, they just got 4 of both of these guys. They're pretty good against us. Kick this and gain life. I guess I'll attack if I'm not blocking. Block the 9/9. Shadowy Backstreet. I think I'm dead here. Okay. Well, we're on the play. Opponent had a very aggressive draw, so it happens. On the play, I want my bats. Just more bodies on the ground that can block is good. We'll cut Vivian. Yeah, I don't think the Hopeless Nightmare angle is gonna do too much. And I'll cut a Pixie as well. We've got double Beetle plus ramp plus Shieldred. Is this good enough? I think it might be good enough. Do we want land number 4? I suppose we do need it. Mana source number 5. Alright, paleontologist. There's a bat. Maelstrom Pulse will be very helpful. So I think... do I want a pulsey thing? Or do I want to just play my Beetle? I think I just want to play a Beetle here, right? Yeah, let's just play a Beetle. Sheltered by ghosts to kill my Beetle. Okay. And now I'll just play Shieldred. Case of the Uneaten Feast does nothing. Okay, there's a Gatekeeper. That's pretty good. I think I will kick this here Gatekeeper. Make you sack. I'll attack with Shieldred. Essence Channeler. Cottage. Let's attack with Shieldred. Play this Beetle. Drain you. Exemplar. Uh-oh, opponents. What are you doing? Oh, they're growing their dude, so it's a 6/5 now. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Malakir kicked. Sack a creature. I get back my Beetle. Then let's pulse your Angel. Crew that one. Attack for a bunch. Oh, that's actually lethal. All right, we got there against mono white aggro. That was cool. Garaside is our opponent's. Garaside be on the play. And this hand looks good. We've got our colors. We've got triple black on turn 3 if we draw a Malakir. Got a bat. Land number 4 I'll keep, because we do want to get up to 4 mana. Fabled. So much more fair than Fable. So let's batch ya. So this is just a straight up like storm deck. Prowess, we'll take Lightning Strike. Alright, let's get in for 1. Let's play Hopeless Nightmare. Paleontologist. Go. So their divinations cost 1 now. It's pretty good. No attack. Alright, we draw garbage. Let's attack with our dude. So I think I'm just scrying with my Hopeless Nightmare here. And 1 mana divination. An ill-timed explosion. Drawing a whole slew of cards. No block. Do some scrying. Land. We'll take a Beetle. Beetle's great. Play our Beetle. Attack for 1. Alright, killing our bat. Lightning striking our paleontologists. We'll crew in response. We'll block. Alright, so we're gonna trade with the Otter. Okay, Malakir's good. Look how Lauren. Blow up your treasure. Growl.
Let's make like light get cracked. Together we can shift the current.
Okay, Reclamation Sage. Alright, let's kick our Gatekeeper. Nicky Sack. Attack Ral. Play a Reclamation Sage just as a 2-1.
Well, gotta work with what's available.
So they're Grixis, they have Preacher of the Schism. Alright, they sweep us.
Otter to Otter.
We draw land.
Aha! A delusion!
And I don't think we can win from here. They're too far ahead. We've got nothing. Ral can do his -3 mode to draw a bunch of cards.
New world requires new strategies. You get to be my protege today.
And we just draw more land. Okay, good enough for me. So full on, is it Otter Storm Prowess? We want Duress for sure. Is there anything else that's good? Maelstrom Pulse is good against them, I think. It'll kill all their Otter tokens and Ral. That's probably about it. They're not really so much on the artifacts and enchantments. Tear Asunder. I think Anoint with Affliction is just going to be better than that. They're also not like the green deck that are all like hasty. Authority is still good against them, though. I should bring in Authority. We'll cut Vivian. I'll cut one Paleontologist. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut one Pixie and one Beetle, I think. Yeah, one Pixie, one Beetle. Yeah, since we boarded out a bunch of creatures, Vivian's probably not as good. Got a Duress and a Maelstrom Pulse. And good mana. Is that enough? If we just have... we'll need good draws. Because this is not going to be sufficient. It's a good start, though. I'm going to keep. Duress. Ral and Stormchaser's talents. I'm going to take Ral as the more powerful card. Yeah. Yeah, we really don't want to continue drawing lands, that's for sure. Okay, I think we'll just kick our Gatekeeper, kill that Otter. More Storm Chasers. Oh, we got a Maelstrom Pulse, though. That's pretty good. Let's Surveil. We really don't need more lands, please. We'll attack. And I can't resist this Maelstrom Pulse. Creature. It's gonna be annoying. So I think we'll just play this Warlock. We'll double block the Preacher. Thank you, discard. We did board in Anoint, right? Yeah. More Storm Chasers. Yeah, we're gonna double block. Could get really blown out here. Yep. Charming Prince. I'm actually just gonna hold up my cottage. Unlock the creature. Teferi.
I'm finished running from battles I might not win. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Pixie. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. Charming Prince for some scries. Paleontologist, demolition field. No, thank you. It's gonna be a 3/3, a 4/4. I got nothing better to do, so I guess I'll just bounce this Charming Prince. So next year can scry. Next turn it can scry again or gain me life.
Another mystery solved.
Well, we'll block this 1/1. Unsurprisingly, they have a burn spell. Tranquil Frillback. Boy, the auto tapper just loves to screw you with this card. Green. Oh, wait. No. I don't think I want to do that. I want to destroy an artifact. Yeah, we just need to kick it twice. Okay, so then I guess I do need to tap the Llanowar Waste. Let's destroy an enchantment and gain life.
I am here to learn.
Okay, that's game. Well, I think that was a bad keep against their deck. A hand like that, like their deck is just all about velocity. So a little kind of a mopey hand like that with only 2 cards. Probably needed to mulligan that, but that'd be a hard matchup to win anyway for this deck. Genghis Saki is our next opponent. This is a 1-lander, so I have to mulligan. And I think I'll keep this. And bottom Vivian, probably. This isn't a good hand. But I don't want to go to 5. Alright, we'll play a Fabled Passage and pass. Ugh, why is the opponent... Tiny Bones joins up. We discard a card. Okay, we'll discard one of our Warlocks. Oh. They did not make a land drop that turn. Alright, we'll grab a Swamp. bat. Lizards aggro. Whenever you commit a crime, create a treasure. Perforating Artist is really scary. Elish is really scary. What am I gonna do next turn? Play my Stalker Warlock. So I guess I want to play this thing. Probably that thing, because it starts their engines. Alright, there's Magda. So they are going to get a treasure out of this. I don't have a kill spell for Magda or a Gatekeeper, which is unfortunate. Okay, there's the Gatekeeper. I can't kick it though. Alright, let's just attack. And play this Thoughtstalker. Thoughtseize you. I think we'll take Alesha. Because she just keeps recycling. That card just keeps recycling their graveyard. We're quite a ways from kicking our Gatekeeper, which is a problem with this deck. I'll talk about this more at the end, but this is probably better as a Golgari deck. Opponent's taking so long to do absolutely everything. Well, I'm blocking that. Perforating Artist. I'll just lose 3 life for now. Okay. That is good draw. Let's drain you for 3. Their raid.deck. Perfect draw would be an untapped black source. I'm just gonna lose 3. Another Beetle. Well, I guess I'm playing the saddest Gatekeeper ever. Just to enable me to crew my Beetle. I can't bounce it at some point. Sure, we'll block it. Lose 3. This is not a losing. This is a losing battle for us. Because they've got those 2 raid creatures. This one perpetually just creates goblins when they attack. So all they have to do is attack with their tokens. Alright. Play Beetle number 2. And next turn I can actually double activate the Beetles and make a huge attack. And maybe win? That guy. I'll lose 3. Tranquil Frillback. Okay. Let's kick this Frillback. Once. Gain 4 life. Brew a Beetle. Attack. Tiny bones. I'm gonna discard this Gatekeeper, because if I draw an untapped land, I actually can bounce and replay a Beetle next turn. Okay, they're just throwing away their... this thing has Death Touch now. Sure, so I'll just block this token. Alright, their board has been deployed. Let's draw an untapped land here, please. Uh-huh. I'll lose 3. That is a tapped land. Ugh. Can I survive one more turn? Well, I mean, I'm going for it. Let me think about this. They're at 5, so I can attack with 12. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 exactly. They need to put at least 7 toughness in front of it. 5, 6, 7. Which then means they can attack back. I don't know. Math is for blockers, right? We're going Leroy style here. If this was an untapped land, I think we would have had it. So a bunch of stuff dies. Okay. And I think I just bounce. My Frillback. Play it as a 3/3. And get another flyer on the table. Magda's not going to do it. Yeah, we'll block the 1/1. But we got some flyers here. Okay, phew, that was close. So we want Authority of the Consuls, we want Anoint with Affliction, we want Obstinate Baloths. We want Maelstrom Pulse. Vivian Reed is probably too slow. We don't need Reclamation Sage or Lauren. We don't need all the Terra Sunders. I'll keep one. We gotta go down on our discard plan. I actually kind of like these guys. Cut a Paleontologist. I don't know, Shieldred. Too slow. Okay, we have Anoint, we have a Malakir, which hopefully we'll be able to kick by the time we can drop it. And we've got a Frillback, which can gain us some life. Tiny Bones joins up. I discard a Forest. Ah, see how you like it. They discarded a land. Okay, there's a bat. Do you like the bat? Yeah, I guess I'll take one of these guys. There's the Gastral Thrill Seeker. Engines at 2. We draw white mana. It's better than no mana, that's for sure. Do I just play a 3/3? I just play a 3/3. They scoop. Alright. Too much disruption. A 3/3 is all I needed there, so... Wow. A lot of aggro tonight. We're against Soul X024. We will be on the play. This hand's okay. We do have the Pixie, it's got 2 tap lands, unfortunately. But that's kind of standard mana these days. I'm gonna keep. At least if you're like a mid-range deck like us. Another tap land? I mean, that's what we got. I guess like the more aggressive decks, they just run all the fast lands. So let's Hopeless Nightmare. There are 3-color aggro decks. Oh, opponent discards Lightning Strike. Okay. Another Debris Beetle. They're gonna be good. I do get another Surveil to try to find land number 4. Okay. It's an aggro deck. Can I find line number 4? Yes. Alright, so let's just do the Pixie thing. Witchstalker Frenzy. Screaming Nemesis. Do I want to block the Challenger? if I don't, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna block them because I want to hit them with my Pixie next turn and then Thoughtseize with my Warlock. So let's attack. Play the Warlock. Thoughtseize you. Monstrous Rage, Shock, Manifold Mouse. Well, that's going to be hard to beat, but I think we have to take Manifold Mouse. They don't play Monstrous Rage. Ugh. I can make them discard it. But then can I survive is the question. Well, we'll find out. Am I gonna block with my Pixie? No, I'm not. Because I need crew for my Beetle. So I guess I'm attacking. Am I dead here? 1, 2, 3. Yep. No. Okay, so we die. Alright, well, aggro is horrible for us game 1, but after sideboarding it gets significantly better. Because we get all this stuff to gain us a bunch of life. A little more removal. I mean, we gotta board out Terra Sunder, right? It's just too expensive. And all this expensive stuff is just too expensive. And we don't need Lauren or Reclamation Sage. We'll cut 1 Paleontologist. Hopeless Nightmare. A Warlock. 2 Warlocks. Actually, I like the Warlocks better than the Hopeless Nightmares. A lot of aggro opponents tonight. Really what we would like to play is like a Pixie deck. We would love to play against a Pixie deck. Okay, we have a turn 1 authority here. That means that we can't play our bat on 2. We also have an Obstinate Baloth, so I am keeping this. Ow. Another Baloth. Opponent kept a 1-lander. Alright, let's bat. Witch Stalker. Creatures, removal, lightning, Monstrous Rage. Guess I'll just take Lightning Strike. Because it can kill my bat, potentially. Okay. Attack with the bat. Drop a Baloth. Another Swifty. Alright, we will block the Heartfire hero. Baloth number 3. Yes, please. Let's attack. Play Baloth number 2. Alright, so this gives plus... for each creature that attacked this turn. Okay. Kill 2 of my Baloths. There is a third one, however. Okay, there's a Hopeless Nightmare. Let's play it. Make you discard. Gonna go for the attack. Alright, so let's Pixie. Ow. Pick up the Baloth. Play the Baloth. Challenger, ETB's tapped. So we just take this because we're at 27, and then we swing back for lethal. Yes, we know how ridiculous the red cards are in standard opponents. So, do I want to do anything different? I kind of want Duress. They're very burn heavy. Like these 3-mana removal spells on the draw, sorcery speed, removal. I think Duress is just better than those, really. Yeah, I think I'll cut the Legion to Ashes, just leave 1 Maelstrom Pulse plus my Anoints, plus my Gatekeepers. This is a 1-lander. It's a very good 1-lander. But I have to mulligan. And this is not a good hand at all. It doesn't even have double black because of the Verge is not turned on by anything. What do I do with this hand? Turn 1, I ping myself to play a Hopeless Nightmare. Turn 2, I play an Intrepid Paleontologist, or ping myself to play a bat. I mean, is this better than a random 5, though? I don't think it is. Alright, looks like it's 5. Probably bottom Cottage. And Debris Beetle, which would be good. Do I bottom 2 lands and hope that I draw a 3rd? And a 4th? I think I'm gonna bottom the Beetle. We at least have 2 removal spells here. And we have all our colors. Duress. I like Duress. Alright. Go. Lightning Strike. I think I'll take this. Okay, they didn't play anything. So we'll Anoint. Bloom and Marsh. Let's Duress you. Lightning Strike and Mountains. Play a Charming Prince and Scry or gain life. I have their next creature covered, so I think I'm gonna Scry. Yeah, Warlock is good. I don't need land number 5. Okay. Attack you. Thoughtseize you. 3 mountains. Lightning Strike my Warlock. Okay. I can stop drawing lands now, please. There's a Challenger. Get in for 2. Okay. Let's kick our Gatekeeper. Make you sack. Okay, opponent kept a pretty land-heavy hand this game. I've also flooded out a bit, but not as much as them. It's a risky keep for them, but it happens. Alright, let's fire up the Cottage. Crew the Beetle. Crew it with the Gatekeeper. And make a huge attack. And we got him. Okay, we beat Mono Red. That never happens. Turkeys will be our opponents. And yeah, this is good. We got bats. We got a Gatekeeper. Double black. So we'll keep. What is that? An island? Tear Asunder, we'll bin that. Okay. Let's play a bat. Obira, Dreaming Duelist. So it's fairies. I think we'll take Unsummon. Because they're going to want to play their 3-drop. And we can Gatekeeper it. Or do I bat and take their spell stutter? I have 2 more bats. I'm just gonna Gatekeeper them. Roaming Throne, naming Fairies. Doubling the triggered ability of Talion's Messenger. Okay, that's a good draw. That's Ward 2, huh? Green. So we could kill the Roaming Throne. I think, however, we'll just bat away your Spell Stutter, or see what's in your hand. That guy. We'll just be batting 1,000 here. I will block with my Gatekeeper. Yeah, I'll block the 6/6. Okay. Surveil land to the bin. So we'll tear asunder this Roaming Throne, paying the ward cost. And we'll attack for 3, gain 3. Okay, attack with the Restless Reef. We get down to 5. Alright. The Bloomin' Marsh comes into play tapped. Well, we can Shieldred, make you sack. Dream Thief. Alright, here comes the Restless Reef. So, what does this thing do? Destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3. So, If I can survive long enough to flip this, it'll be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna flip Shieldred. Yeah, let's flip it. Make you sack your fairy. Attack with the bats. Gain 3 life. So they land. That's in their graveyard. Guess I'll hold this Hopeless Nightmare for now in case they accumulate cards somehow. Talion. Choosing 2. Lauren of the Third Path. Mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number. Okay. I guess I'll just Hopeless Nightmare. Ping you for 2. Oh, they have a Shieldred in their graveyard? Yep. So I have to block something or I die. Let's block the 4/4. Alright, let's do some scrying. Bottom, bottom. Alright, I get a whole board full of stuff. I'll choose Shieldred. I'll choose Gatekeeper of Malakir. I don't know if I should be bouncing all this stuff. I'll choose Charming Prince. I'll exile. This is confusing. I'm already exiling Shieldred. I should have not have chosen. I didn't realize how much stuff I had that was coming back. I guess the Frillback. Oh, they just die from all the ETBs. Okay, sweet. So, fairies. Anoint with Affliction. Duress. They use their graveyard a little bit, but think just Maelstrom Pulse. I'm not going to bring in Rest in Peace. So we don't need Reclamation Sage. We don't need Lauren. We don't really need Terra Sunder that much. Vivian, not as good when we're boarding out creatures. I probably want my anti-aggro stuff. I don't need authority, but I will bring in the Baloths. Maybe I'll just bring in like a couple of Baloths. Cut the Terra Sunders. Cut a Pixie. Cut one Paleontologist. So with this hand, we have access to whites, to black and green. We don't have triple black by turn 3, but we might find it. I'm gonna keep. We have a Baloth. Okay, now we do have access to triple black. Let's hope this Nightmare. We're just lacking access to white mana now. Oh no, we have everything. We don't have white. Okay. With this, we're all good. I don't think we need a forest. Okay, they're a graveyard deck? Yeah, they put those guys in their graveyard. Talion's Messenger. Alright, let's kick our Gatekeeper. Paleontologist. Okay, let's attack with our Gatekeeper. They wisely block. They have one swamp up. I think I'll play Baloth. They have another Picklock Prankster in their hand. I mean, I know they can use these guys from the yard. Is that their only graveyard synergy? Alright, let's try to kick our Gatekeeper. Sack that Prankster. Alright, play a Paleontologist. Alright, they are just putting those guys in their yard. They have a Restless Reef. Time to start attacking with Restless Reef. I'm just gonna take this. Another Baloth. Okay. I'm gonna attack. Let's surveil. Brushland, we don't need that. I think I'll play this Warlock. Do some Thoughtseizing. Unsummon spell stutter removal spell. I'll take the removal spell. If they want to unsummon one of my ETB guys, I'm kind of cool with that. Let's just start eating their yard, I guess. Obira. So their spell stutter is now 4. So I'm going to attack with my Warlock, which has Menace. Alright, I'm going to go for this Obstinate Baloth, which they'll most likely counter. Okay. And let's eat your other dude. So their hand is now unsummon. Okay, let's Hopeless Nightmare. Gonna unsummon my Paleontologist. Okay, we will float a green mana, sure. And we'll play our Paleontologist. And we'll play this Debris Beetle. Drain you. Yeah, I think at this point we just attack. Get him down to 3. I think they're gonna go down to 1. Attack with the Prankster. Alright, we draw land. So let's crew this. Get in there. That looks like lethal. Yep. They might have an unsummon or something. Okay, they're gonna make it a copy of my thing. Which is a vehicle, so... blocks have already been declared. Yep, that doesn't work. And GG's, we beat fairies. 2 up. Okay. Wow, diamond tier, here we come. Alright, so we scored a 4-1 with our Pixie Beetle mid-range tempo control deck. And actually, I'm quite impressed. I mean, Debris Beetle is really, really good. Unsurprisingly, this is definitely like the centerpiece of our whole deck. It's very hard for us to win games without it, but I am impressed with how the shell performed against pretty much all aggro decks today. I think we maybe got a little bit lucky, and I still think the deck maybe needs a little help against aggro. Like, I could see adding, like, I think these cards are maybe a little too expensive. You know, you want something like Vivian Reed to help you select cards, but I could see how something smaller, like there's a Johnny Sleeper Agent that would be good in this deck, or you could go with the good old like Maze Mind Tome or something. Something to help filter cards is good. I think a 1 of Vivian is fine, but yeah, I was impressed. So the deck I do think needs a little more help in the main board and sideboard. Maybe like 2 to 3 more cards devoted to combating aggro, like cheap removal spells. And the mana base probably needs a little work. But overall, I was quite impressed with how the deck performed. It did better against aggro than I thought it would. The deck probably would just be better as a Golgari deck. The white spells, like, I don't know, Anoint with Affliction was pretty clutch in a couple of games. I'm sorry, Authority of the Councils was pretty clutch in a couple of games. But I think if we replaced it with just more removal spells, like Anoint with Affliction, you know, Cut Down, Go for the Throat, that might be enough to compensate for Authority. The thing about Authority also is that, like, since we're just sort of splashing white, we probably don't have enough white sources to support it. Because Authority is a card that you really want to get it down like in your first turn or 2. And if you don't, it's not of much value. If your aggro opponent already has 4 creatures on the board, Authority at that point doesn't really matter. So Authority is a card you want to play when you can reliably play it early. And with our mana base, we can't really reliably play it early. So I actually don't think it's good. I think the deck would be better if you just made it Golgari, cut out the white cards, and just added a little bit more removal against, you know, just like more cheap removal to deal with the aggro decks. Like, we did do the Pixie thing, bouncing stuff a couple of times, but it wasn't key to our strategy. I think we can just, with more Golgari style stuff, you know, removal essentially, we can produce the same outcome. But overall, I think the strategy is quite good. Like, adding to your battlefield as you interact with your opponents. You know, Gatekeeper of Malakir was sweet. The Stalker Warlocks are really sweet. The Deep Cavern Bats, of course, are always very good. If your opponent can't deal with them, they're really a nightmare. And the Frillbacks were awesome compared with the Intrepid Paleontologists. Now, the reason why I'm playing Paleontologist instead of Llanowar is because it helps fix the mana a lot more since it can tap for any color. And Llanowar doesn't help you kick a Gatekeeper of Malakir early anyway. Like, if you play a turn 1 Llanowar, it doesn't allow you to, on turn 2, kick a Gatekeeper of Malakir because you need triple black, and Llanowar only taps for green. So, since our primary objective is to be able to, one of our primary objectives is to be able to kick a Gatekeeper by turn 3, Llanowar Elves just doesn't work very well. And we did actually see the graveyard hate of Intrepid Paleontologist. It worked out well in that last matchup, and recovering Tranquil Frillback from our graveyard won us the game as well to be able to recast it and gain more life. So I actually like the Paleontologist here in this deck quite a bit. So yeah, I would say cut the white, make it a Golgari deck, add more removal to help in the aggro matchups, and then just profit from your ETBs, which also interact with your opponent, destroy their stuff, and win the game with Debris Beetles, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't think it's essential to... Losing the Pixies is a little sad, but I think it is worth it. The cost that the white cards have in terms of how reliable the mana base is probably not worth the occasional spectacular play of bouncing a Debris Beetle or a Gatekeeper. But anyway, I'm very pleased that we were able to go 4-1 with this very fun deck against mostly aggro decks, which are the worst matchup for us. So yeah, cool. Check it out. Abzan Pixie Beetles. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I post MTG content on my YouTube channel every Thursday and Saturday, and I stream on Twitch every Tuesday and Friday. There's a link to my Twitch channel in the description as well. Hope you all have a great weekend. Have a good night.